Hey, welcome back to Foundations. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to cover why we warm up the wrist with a wrist warm-up series and sequence. You'll see this in the practice sometimes, especially the hour-long practices when we have more time to do a wrist warm-up in the beginning. But I recommend the wrist warm-up every day if you can, because if you're constantly working on the computer or if you're holding a steering wheel or basically just living the human life, our wrists really take a beating, and this is a really nice way to open up the forearms and to feel better and have the energy flow. And where we're going to start is a tabletop on your hands and knees, hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. We've already covered the cow and cat series. And from there, you're going to take your right fingertips a quarter turn to the right and left fingertips a quarter turn to the left. Notice how your wrists feel here. Maybe gently go forwards and backwards and see how that feels. This may be all that your wrist and forearms can handle today. But if you want to go a little further, you can rotate the right fingertips all the way toward the knees and a full turn on the left fingertips toward the knees. Take a deep breath, inhale, and a strong breath, exhale. Very nice. From this point, you can gently sway from left to right, right to left, and explore if it feels good. You can go forward gently, backwards gently as you breathe in, breathe out. Very good. This can be experienced as long as it feels good, or it may not feel really good at all. And if that's the case, definitely want to do this a little bit more regularly. So the next place we can go from here is taking the right fingertips forward, left fingertips back, and then switching forward with the left fingertips, back with the right, and do a little switch, forward, forward, back, back, kind of walking it out. You know how we walk it out in the down dog with the legs? You're walking it out here with the wrist and forearm warm up. Nice deep breath, inhale, strong breath, exhale. Very good. Take the back of the right palm down onto the mat. Now you'll feel a nice opening on the top of the forearm here, and as you breathe, gently pressing toward a straighter arm, pressing down through the back of the palm. And you can start to squeeze the hand and release, creating a pumping motion with the fist. What we're doing is creating circulation and blood flow into the hand, into the forearm. You can do that pulse pump a couple of times on the right hand as you breathe. Nice. Place the palm down on the mat, the right palm down, and the back of the left palm. We'll do that on the opposite side. As you place the back of the left palm on the mat, pressing gently down through the wrist, creating a straightening in the arm. And then create that pumping motion by squeezing the palm. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take about 3 or 4 pulses, squeezing the palm. Breathe in, breathe out. Very nice. One more round. Exhale. Good. Shake out the left palm and then come up to the fingertips of the left hand. Shake out the right palm and come to the fingertips of the right hand. Let's do a cow-cat. Lower the belly, inhale, chest forward, look forward. Exhale, spine high. Take the spine up to the sky, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Good. One more. Lower the belly. Inhale, chest forward, eyes forward. Very good. Exhale, spine way up high, tuck the chin. Good. And that is the wrist warm-up and an additional cow-cat. Next, we'll come into mountain pose. You'll hear this term a lot in your yoga practice. Mountain is to stand on purpose. Grounding down through the feet. Your feet are 3 to 5 inches wide. Placing the feet right underneath your hips. Pretend there's a capital X on the bottom of each of your feet, and then spread the capital X wide, creating a slight engagement and lift of the arches. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. From the grounding down of the feet, you'll feel your shins slightly pressing forward and your thighs pressing back. Notice how that feels as you breathe in and out. Good. Place the hands on your hips and just get a sense of where the hips are tilting. I like to refer to the hips as a bowl of cereal. So you'll notice if your milk is starting to tilt forward, this is anterior tilt. Butt is up, milk is just pouring out of your cereal bowl. And you know the milk tastes really good because it's sugary and really awesome. So we don't want that to spill out the front of your bowl, so tilt the bowl to a neutral. And if you want to really exaggerate, you can spill some milk out of the back of the bowl, butt tilts under, and just see how that feels. It feels very awkward, and then spilling it forward feels a little awkward. So finding that neutral pelvis, the neutral cereal bowl. Nice breath, inhale, breath out. Another cue here is think about your tailbone lengthening down toward the earth. Nice. And once you have a feel of the hips, you can relax your arms down by your side. But anytime you feel that the hips are off, I like to just place my hands there and I realize I'm very anterior tilted. Good. From your nice, strong, standing leg position, find length up through your side bodies. When I mention side bodies, I'm referring to the space between from the hips all the way up through the armpits. So find length up through the spine and side bodies. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now when you find that length in your side bodies, it's a tendency to automatically stand tall with the shoulder blades rolling back and down. It's like it almost works together. Pull the navel up and in, tailbone lengthens down, exhale. You're going to start to feel really strong in your standing posture. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. After the shoulder blades roll back and down, you'll notice if the line of the jaw needs to pull gently back. I'm going to have Ed stretch your chin and your head forward slightly so it's not aligned. Good. Now bring the line of the jaw back so you can see the difference there. Breathe in and out. Feel how powerful this is to stand tall in mountain. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Nice. A variation from this place will be arms high overhead. So stretch your arms high overhead, breathe in, breathe out. So the tendency can be for the shoulders to go up by the ears and to scrunch up in the shoulders. So once you stretch your arms overhead, think about the shoulders coming back, the shoulder blades coming back and down. And notice if the cereal bowl is neutral here in the pelvis, you can think about lengthening your tailbone down. Nice, very good. Another variation that you'll hear in the practice is cactus your arms, meaning bend the elbows. As you cactus the arms, I'm going to cue you to tailbone lengthens down as you lift the chest and then look up with your eyes. You're going to start to come into a little mini back bend. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Think about shoulder blades onto the back, tailbone lengthening down. Cactus the arms, exhale. Lift the chest, look up. You're in a back bend, opening up the front line of the body. Stay here as I walk you through the myofascial lines. So the purpose for this is there are myofascial lines in the front of the body, on the arms and the chest, all the way down into the pubis area. So in the back bends, the reason we do that in the practice is to create more opening in the front of the body and more opening in the arm line. Nice. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, lift the chest, look up. Nice. Last one. Inhale, sweep arms high. This time you're going to fold forward. Let's walk through that together. So as he folds forward, he's going to bend the knees as much as he needs to take the strain out of the low back. Come up to standing one more time. And what do I do with the arms, you might be asking? Well, that's a great question. So you can bring palms together, and as you exhale, forward fold, you can fold hands through heart center as you bow and relax the arms down. Inhale, rise all the way back up, stretch the arms overhead. The second option, you may hear this from a teacher in class, when they say swan dive, your arms would go out to the side as you bow forward, bend the knees, and soften all the way down. That's referred to as a swan dive. So you have your two options for a fold. You can do hands through heart center or a swan dive. Good. In the forward fold, your knees will be bent, especially in the beginning as you practice. For me, probably for the rest of my life. Knees are bent because if you have straight knees or the legs are too straight, you're going to put a lot of strain on the low back, and over time it's going to cause issues. Also, if you have hyperextension in your legs, which, yeah, it has you can have a little bit of hyperextension to where you're really not feeling a stretch here. You're just kind of, do you feel it more in the low back? So you're stretching the low back here, but when you have the bend in the knees, the goal is to actually engage through the core as the upper body hangs over. You're going to feel this more in the back and the hamstrings, which I don't know about you, but a lot of us are really, a little tight in the hamstrings from being human. Good. So again, mountain feet. Your feet are 3 to 5 inches apart. Spread the X's wide. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. As the shins are pressing forward, the thighs are pressing back, you're engaged and you have integrity in the legs. And the upper body is hinged forward and hanging over the lower body. Nice. The neck is soft and you're feeling a stretch in the upper back and the neck. Nice. The next variation of your forward fold is called ragdoll. So I like to say gorilla arms is what we're doing right here, just letting the arms hang. And another little secret I like to do sometimes, the back of the palm is on the mat. You can do a wrist pump here if that ever feels good, if you need extra wrist opening. That's always really fun. But a ragdoll is grabbing opposite elbows in a forward fold and letting that create a little additional stretch and opening. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Now from the ragdoll, you can gently find a sway from left to right. Breathe in, breathe out. Another variation of ragdoll is that you could widen your stance 1 inch or 2 inches to create a little bit of opening of the feet and to create a little bit more of that upper body opening hanging in the ragdoll. Breathe, inhale, exhale. I recommend you try both with the feet under the hips and then try with the feet wider and decide what feels better for you on different days. Nice. Breathe in, breathe out. In your ragdoll, there is a slight engagement of the belly button up and in to create integrity there. And again, micro bend or a generous bend in the knee, depending on what level of opening and stretching you feel in the back of your legs. Breathe in, breathe out. And notice with every exhale, that's where the opening is going to continue to be felt. Good. Next variation will be a twist from your forward fold. Place your left fingertips on the mat. Bend your left knee generously. Spin your right arm high. Nice. From this twist, breathe in as you press the right foot down. Exhale. Good. You can take it really easy because we do this in the beginning of the class, but if you want to feel it a little more intensely, belly button up and in, press the right foot down and on your next inhale, eyes look up at your right thumb. Inhale, right hand down, exhale. Let's switch sides. Good. Bend the right knee as you place the right fingertips on the mat. And then left arm opens up to the sky. Again, we're warming up still in the practice. So be kind to the body and use the breath to do all of the opening. To feel this a little bit more, think of your left foot pressing down as you breathe in and then exhale. Good. As your eyes look up over the left shoulder toward the left thumb. Nice. Exhale, fold down to the center. Let the upper body hang. Let the arms hang. Next place we'll go is halfway lift. A half lift can be first experienced with the hands on the tops of the shins. Let's come back to feet underneath the hips. Feet underneath the hips meaning 3 to 5 inches between the feet. Hands press into the tops of the shins as the shins press into the tops of the hands. Belly button up and in. Tailbone reaching back as the chest reaches forward. Long spine, eye gaze is down at the mat. Nice long neck. Good. I could sit a platter of food here on his back and none of it would spill. Tabletop on the back here in a half lift. Fold forward, exhale, soften the neck, upper body hangs and folds. Do that again. Halfway lift, hands to the tops of the shins, chest stretches forward, tail stretches back. Nice long spine in the neck, eye gaze is down. Fold, exhale. Good. One more time, just like that. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the tops of the shins, belly button up and in. Strong back, long neck, fold, exhale, soften. Another variation of your halfway lift could be fingertips align on the mat with your toe tips. So, good, nice. And you might take a more of a generous bend in the knees to do a halfway lift from this position. Good. So still, tail pressing back, lengthening through the spine, chest forward, eye gaze is nice and forward and down. Fold, exhale. Good. Halfway lift, fingertips align with toe tips. Let's do that one more time. And you can decide which one feels best for your body. Exhale, fold. Nice. Let's tie all of that together. Inhale from your forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Arms overhead in mountain. Inhale, cactus your arms. Exhale, lift the chest, look up. Tailbone lengthens down. Inhale, stretch your arms high, standing tall, belly button up and in. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Soften through the neck and shoulders. Nice bend in the knees. Rise all the way up as you inhale, arms overhead in mountain. Sweep high, tailbone lengthens down. Cactus the arms. Exhale, lift the chest, look up. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, palms touch gently. Bring your hands down to heart center. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Notice how you feel. Exhale. Yeah, go ahead and come down and take a seat now. We're going to talk about the purpose of setting an intention and what does that even mean. When I heard the word set your intention when I first started practicing yoga, I had no friggin' clue about what that meant. Well, luckily over the years, I've found out that intention is really living a purposeful life. And When we set an intention for something, we are aligning what we're doing with a desired outcome. At the beginning of your yoga classes, you may hear me say, what brings you to your yoga mat today? Why are you here? Why do you show up to continue to do this practice for yourself? Or what is your purpose today by being here? It could be the only 30 minutes of your day that you get some quiet time before the kids wake up, or that you don't have someone else texting or calling or emailing you. It could be to feel better in your body. It could be to reconnect with your heart and your spirit. So all of these things are intentions. They can get more specific as time goes on, but typically it could be very simple. I want to have peace of mind and feel good in my body. That could be an intention. And what separates the practice of yoga from other physical fitness things is that typically we align our practice with purpose, because by purposeful movement and setting a purposeful intention, what you do is powerful. And when you set an intention for something, know that you shall receive what it is that you are seeking. A lot of us go through our days living kind of unconsciously, going through the hamster wheel, one thing after another, step 1, step 2, step 3 of the day. But the more that you practice and the more that you become aware of your intention as you're doing something, the more aligned and more purposeful you'll become, not only in your yoga practice, but in everything that you're going to be doing throughout your day and your life. And over an amount of time, this has the ability to have a huge impact on your life. And you will start to live with intention and not just practice yoga with intention. Another thing, when we stand on purpose in mountain with your hands at heart center, if you don't really resonate with setting an intention, I wanted to give you a couple of options of other things that may feel really nice. That is saying a prayer of gratitude or appreciation for your life, saying a prayer for someone that you know is struggling or someone that is really needing your love and attention that day. You can also dedicate your time on the mat to someone special in your life. I like to dedicate sometimes my energy from my practice to my mother, my father, or my brother, because they're far away from me. And what you're doing here on your yoga mat every day is very powerful. So you can say a prayer, set a dedication, or set an intention for your practice. And just know that what you're doing, you as an individual have a massive amount of power. And what you do and how you align your energy with purpose is so powerful. And this has the ability to change your life in extreme ways. And not only your life, but you benefit other people as well with your energy. In the practice, when I bring you into mountain pose, standing at the front of the mat, hands at heart center, I'll give you an opportunity here each and every practice to set an intention or a dedication or a prayer for your practice that day. So we'll do that together. Go ahead and come to standing at the front of the mat. Standing on purpose in mountain pose. Breathe in as you're grounded down through the feet and stand tall as you exhale. Good. Breathe in, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Standing on purpose. I will invite you to close your eyes as you breathe in, breathe out. Good. If it doesn't feel comfortable for you to close your eyes, that is okay. Find one focal point and use that focal point to rest your eye gaze there intently. Good. As you have your hands at heart center, the reason we bring our hands to heart center is because unlike the logical thinking brain, the energy field that surrounds the heart and the human body field is 500,000 times more powerful than the magnitude of the brain. So this is truly the epicenter of your being, is your heart. So we bring the hands to heart center and we start to align our practice and our time spent here on the yoga mat with a higher purpose. So take some time right now. Would you like to say a prayer or make a dedication? Or do you have a specific intention of why you're here today? And go ahead and take this moment of this breath and align your practice with a purpose. We create a ripple effect of change and powerful intention in our lives and the lives of others. Take a deep breath in and a strong breath out. Very good. Thanks for joining for Foundations today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.